This is my year. I'm gonna be great. You cannot stop me. No one can stop me. This is my year. I'm gonna be great. You cannot stop me. No one can stop me. Are you ready? I'm ready. 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 Visualize it. Visualize it. Manifest it. Manifest it. I mind my business and I no complain. Every day I dey work and pray. As I dey chop, I dey wash my plate. I dey wash my plate. Don't be surprised when you see me elevating. Don't be surprised when you see me celebrating. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised when you see me celebrate. This is my year. I'm gonna be great. You cannot stop me. No one can stop me. This is my year. I'm gonna be great. You cannot stop me. No one can stop me. Are you ready? I'm ready. 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 This year they go call you for phone and tell you many, many congratulations. If you believe it, repeat it. Amen, 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 amen. Don't be surprised when you see me elevating. Don't be surprised when you see me celebrating. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised when you see me celebrating.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Workshop Wednesday. I'll be your new host. My name is Min. So for today, we'll have a talk with Stanley. He'll be talking about software engineering skills that that school doesn't teach. Before that, let me know where you guys are from, where you guys are tuning in. Drop it in the chat. All right. Hello, everyone. Hi. Excited to be here. NYC. Hello, hello. I love this host. Thank you. Joining from New York. Nigeria, hello. Hello, everyone. So did you guys watch yesterday's game? Spain versus France? And today there's another game after the end of this sessions. Let me know who are you rooting for? England or Argentina, along with your country's name. Atlanta, Georgia, California, Tanzania. All right, welcome everyone. England, Argentina. Okay. Sure did, my friend. Cameroon. All right. Before we start our sessions, there's another one at 4 p.m. So there we're having a conversation with Krishna. He's featured in Forbes 30 under 30. He'll be having a conversation about his intern at his company. So I would love to tell you guys to join that session too at 4 Eastern time. So which is 2 hours from now. After the end of this sessions, you have an hour, and then we'll have another Workshop Wednesday. So for now, let's welcome our speaker, Stanley.
Hello, everyone. It's good to be here with you.
Yes. Hello, Stanley. How have you been? How have you?
Great, man. How about you? Hello, everyone. Hi.
Yes, it's the weather. Yeah.
People from Nigeria.
Nigeria. Hello. Hello, Stanley. Welcome, Stanley.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Before we start our technical conversation, let's start with a little icebreaker, shall we? It's this or that. Very simple. So first one is, are you a night owl or early bird?
Oh, I'm an early bird. I go to sleep on time. When I was in my teen, I would go to sleep at 8 p.m. So people called me like um, chicken,
That's
hen, fowl, sleep early. So right, so
you sleep
um,
early.
yeah, I go to bed early. So
Oh, and yeah, me too. I go to bed a little bit earlier than my generation people. You know, we most of us stay up late, play games, watching
big games.
movies,
Yeah,
of course. Oh, night owl, night owl. There's so many night owl.
night owl. I
Of
think
course,
video game is keeping them up
yeah.
all night.
So let's do another question. Are you a how do you recharge your energy? Like introvert recharge or extrovert energy?
Yeah, I get that question. I get it a lot, but I'm in between. Sometimes what I'm not extroverted. I'm not introverted. It
But
depends on yeah. So I respect boundaries, and I observe people before I reveal myself to them. Let me put it that way.
no, for me, I'm a bit on the side of extroverted.
Yeah.
I like to go out, even with or without my friends or buddies. I just have to go out, roam around the city whenever I'm tired. You know. But these days, the weather is too here is too hot in New York.
Yeah, it's been cool this past week till today, right? It's been like last week and
This
these
week.
past days. It's been
Yes,
cool. Today is really
it's really hot today.
hot.
So, for another question, would you prefer one-on-one coffee chat or a networking event?
Uh, I prefer. I think one-on-one, provides an opportunity to really talk about whatever you want to talk about to the person. It gives you the attention is just on you, and you have the person's attention. It depends from this, this way around, this from your perspective and the other person's perspective. So it
Yeah,
depends.
you have the full focus if
Yeah,
you
if you have the full focus of this person and he or she has your attention as well, full attention. So I prefer one-on-one.
yes, I think I prefer that too because it's better to have a focus than also in networking events there are like too many people you have to complete there
Yeah,
too.
there's too many people and it is distracting sometimes, but it,
Yes,
it
you get easily distracted. Oh, so our last this or that questions. So would you prefer like using AI for creativity or productivity?
both don't have preference there. I use AI for creativity and I use it for
Productivity too.
to productivity. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I've been using a lot of creativity stuff, creating,
What do you create?
of course, like the photos. But
Photo.
I've been trying that. I haven't really touched that side of AI. I've been
Okay.
using just LLMs to help
LLM.
me help me with the text, but not those the photos or videos. So I've been away from that. Everyone's been doing that, creating themselves as a warrior, like from knights from the 18th century, like that.
Yeah. I'm trying to create some videos. It's not as easy as it looks.
Yes, yes.
You have to describe the characters, their expression, their emotion. It's not as easy as it looks.
Otherwise, it's very generic.
Otherwise, and cartoonish, right? You generate something that you will like.
Yes. So, shall we start our technical conversation? Yeah. So, a lot of people here are like junior developers,
Right.
students. So, looking back in time,
Right.
right now, what is the biggest difference in your mindset as the developer, as a beginner versus now?
So beginner versus now. So now, if I'm given any task, I look at it from engineering perspective, right? How do I implement this so that it can scale?
Yes.
And how do I implement this so I can reuse some of the things that, some of the tools or some of the things that I use in that implementation, I can reuse some of the code. So that is how I look at things and I look at problems now. Now there is also a cost to this, right? So if you're given a problem, I will take some time to understand it, like study it, right? That time someone could have used that time to start implementing immediately, but I wanted to know how is the best way to implement. That is the little cost, but it pays off because you're going to implement it nicely and make it scalable.
Yes, of course. For me as a student, I have another question too. So like as students, we feel overwhelmed
Yeah,
of not knowing libraries and functions
right,
and
right.
keywords. Do,
Keywords, yeah.
yeah, how do you feel about that? How do you think? How important are those? Mm,
Libraries, they're really important. They make your life easy, right? It's part of one of the things I'm gonna, probably gonna touch on. Do not reinvent the wheel. So if you know library that can do certain work for you, right, you don't have
yes.
to, yeah, recreate those, write those code or write down those functionalities because you have a library that can do that for you. So it will make your life a lot easier.
But do you need to memorize those?
Not really, but knowing that there's a library that does this and this other library uh, does this other thing, right? So that is all you need to know. So you can type on like Google search what library can do this for me.
Yes.
I want to do so and so. What library can I use to achieve that? So you don't need to memorize that.
Yes. That's a mistake I did. I try to memorize all of the keywords, libraries, so
Okay.
it takes really long time.
The
Yeah.
keyword. Look, so when you talk about keyword, what are you referring to exactly?
For example, let's just say you use a library and
Right.
there are certain words that are related to that library.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I try to memorize those, but later I learned you don't need to.
You don't need to use. I want to do this. There's a lab. Know that there's a library that can do this
Yes.
for you. There's a library that can, let's say, for instance, there's a library that can convert JSON to Java Kotlin class.
Yes.
All right. So that's all you need to know. That's an instance. So you can always, what library can do this for me, and then let's see.
Of course. You know, in our schools and like boot camps, colleges, we're often taught to build complex or object-oriented classes,
Right.
but like these mega objects like are dangerous in production. Why do you? What would you say about that?
They're dangerous and they are okay. I don't want to say annoying. Like if it's your code, even if it's your code, sometimes when you go back to it, you say, "Oh, did I write this?" So
Yeah.
what I have to say about that is dangerous. It's difficult to debug, right? So modularizing your code makes it easy for you and the people that will inherit it. And it makes it easy to pinpoint. If there's a bug in the code, it makes it easy. So in a nutshell, it makes it easy to test, right?
Yes.
So modularize, for instance, if you're given a task to create a file, read the file, and modify the file, or create a file, or if you have already a file, so read the file, modify the file, and save the file, right? So I know people starting out in their career, in a programming career, they will do everything in one function,
Yes.
right? So I used to make that mistake as well. not expected. So do everything in one function. But it started hurting me in coding interview question when I would do all those things, and then I would, if I'm asked another follow-up question, now write a program or write a function that writes to another file, right? Then I will redo all those things again. I would open the file, I will write, and I will save. But I had already done that in the previous question, right? So if I had modularized that, I would have reused some of this in like opening the file and saving the file. And what I would do is just write to the file code, right? So it will save time, and it will make me reuse some of the things that I had already done. So that is the problem, and it's difficult to scale. Maintenance is difficult. So
Yes.
try to modularize. It's not only, I know, like in school, like solid principle will tell you a class should only do one thing, but like make it function, make functions and method do only one thing, not just the class.
Yes, of course. Like, don't put all the eggs in just one basket, right?
Yeah, don't put everything together. So it make your code difficult to read. So you have a lot of boilerplate code.
Yes.
And so the code would be what they call smelly code.
Yes. So for that, how would you recommend breaking it down?
Yeah, like the instance I gave, if you are asked to write a code, or write, if you're given a task to open a file,
yes,
right, read and modify the file and save the file. So these are 4 different, like here you can figure out that there are 4 different things to do.
Yes.
Opening the file, reading the file, modifying the file, and saving the file. So break it down into 4. Use 4 functions instead of writing everything, doing everything in one function. It's going to save your life, and it's going to save your life. It's going to save you a lot of time, right? Yeah, it's going to save you some headaches. So it's going to save your life, actually. So yeah, it's going to save you a little time, and you can reuse some of these function that you wrote earlier, like opening the file and saving the file. At this time, you're not modifying, you're not reading, but you can. The next task, let's say the next task is write to a file. So what you would do is just you write the write to a file function and reuse the opening and saving.
I think Stanley.
Can you hear me?
I think your connection was a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I can hear. You're back.
Yeah. So you can reuse opening and saving of the file and write into the file function.
Yes. So are these the things that you usually do in your day-to-day work?
Absolutely, yeah. And I think experienced engineers, they will give you this kind of question to gauge where you are, right? To know how you think, right? So they do that in coding interview question, especially coding interview questions.
So does these all of the things that you have talked, if someone does that, does it look senior to their leads, to their team?
Yes. It's not. You're thinking like an engineer. You're not thinking like a developer, or you're not thinking like a software developer. You're not thinking like a software engineer, right? Because you're thinking scaling, you're thinking testing, right? You can. Another thing is when if you're testing, you have to isolate the functionality, especially unit tests, to test that and make sure that it is working as expected, right? So when you do all these things, you're thinking, and you're thinking like an engineer.
Yes, of course.
Right.
So a while ago, you said you've talked about recursion.
Yeah.
That you want to talk about recursion. Why do you think that is important, and what is that real life use case? Where do you use it?
Well, as you progress in your programming and in software engineering career, you find out that there's some tasks that you cannot solve iteratively. Is not possible. Right.
Yes.
So that's where recursion comes in. So for you to be successful in the industry, you have to master recursion. It's easier to master than dynamic programming, to be honest. Recursion is easier if you identify the base condition. Let's say in trying to use Fibonacci, but let's say Fibonacci principle. Fibonacci is just Fibonacci, right? It's not principle, it's Fibonacci. The Fibonacci cell, is the previous number plus the current number.
Yes.
The two previous number will give you, if you add the two previous number, it will give you the current number, right? So to give it the current number. So that would be your base condition, right? Oh no, the base condition would be, if it's 0 or 1, I think, 0 and 1. So the function will be you add the two, or the two previous numbers. So that is a bit easier. Then the dynamic approach of it is to create an array that will start. Then you can do it. You can do it iteratively using dynamic programming. Then saving that. But I prefer recursion. It is not actually. If you can do dynamic, because there's an overhead, right? When you call a function, you are saving it in a stack, so you have that little overhead. And if you continue to call many function, is at the point you're using your stack, at the point you're going to run out of memory. So it's something that you use with care, but some tasks we cannot run away from recursion. We cannot implement it iteratively, so it's not possible.
So since you mentioned dynamic, so what about dynamic programming? It's a term we are scared of, like juniors, engineers, we are scared of that. Can you explain it a little bit? How does that make things easier? How does that save times, efficiency? More efficient? And how do we save answers so that we stop doing double work like that?
Good. There's something I need to mention in recursion. Please memorize your record. It's part of like dynamic. I mean, saving if you solve a problem, because dynamic recursion is solving complex problem bit by bit. So save your solution. If you come across it, reuse it. So that is dynamic. Dynamic programming is saving a solution, saving an answer that you. A solution that you have, let's say you have solved a problem, you save the answer. Yes. A solution to a problem that you have solved, you save it. And if you need it, you don't need to like solve the problem again. You have the solution saved somewhere. You just have to pull it and then reuse it. So I'll just say, like, if you ask me what is my name, and I say my name is Stanley. And then the next minute you ask me what's my name, you forgot what is my name, and I say Stanley. Yeah. Right, it's not efficient to keep asking me what is mine. I've told you before, right? So if you have written it down somewhere, then okay, I forgot his name, but I have it written somewhere. Then you go to where you and then pull it out. So that is, in a nutshell, that is dynamic programming. Then you use the name, you use mine, in this case, my name, to do whatever you want to do. Right.
So it's like knowing someone who can do something, who can do the thing that you want.
Yeah.
Like in our real life, we are, oh, I know him. He can do, plumbing. He can do carpentering, like that, right?
Yeah, that's another way to describe it. This person can do this. This person, instead of start looking for a new carpenter, a new plumber, right? I know this plumber.
Yes. So another one is, what do you think is the difference between leveraging the open source codes and copying and pasting codes from the Stack Overflow or GitHub? What is the right way to do it?
Right. In copying and pasting from Stack Overflow. It is actually, well, it depends. If you want to do that, like if you solve your problem, right? But at least change some words, change some property name or method name, function name, something like that. At least change it. But there's actually nothing wrong with that. To be honest, is one of the tricks in this trade. Right, there's nothing wrong, but change some things. And if that solves your problem, right? So, but change some.
Yes.
Yeah, change some field, method name, and but if it solves your problem, just why not copy paste? Why reinvent the wheel? So that's one of the things. Right, it's already there, so why do it again?
So, can I ask you what have you been developing these days?
These days, I've been doing more of agentic development, writing AI agent that does automation, right? Like some chatbot and other things like that. So,
Oh, you said you work in Ford Motors, right?
yeah.
The cars. So in there, you have to implement the agentic AI because every car trying to
Using agent.
implement.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I didn't implement that at Ford. No.
Oh, so the automations, is it how do clean codes help doing in that
In
automation?
automation?
Yes, because there are like crashes, errors, safety issues.
Yeah, like I talked about. It's easy to pinpoint these bugs, whatever is causing the crashes. If your code is clean, is modularized, right? It's easier to trace it and easier to. It's unlikely to pass the test, but
Yes.
even if it does, it's easy to pinpoint because it's modularized. It's just this part of the code that is separated from the rest.
Yes. So you said you've been working on with agentic AI, but
Yeah.
these days people they ask AI to write code
Code, yeah.
instead of agentic AI.
Right.
Among the things that you have said today, we have discussed today, uh, what are the things that is guiding and helping building these AI agent, the agentic AI?
The things that are guiding me.
Yes. So the difference between using the agentic AI and the just using plain AI to write code for you.
Right. Okay. It depends on what you want to do. The LLM that we use today, they use some agents as well. It's not just LLM these days, right? So when you if you ask ChatGPT something now, you'll see that it connects to Reddit, it connects to Stack Overflow, it connects to other websites. So
Yeah.
those are like agents, right, doing that. So it makes it's a better way, is more efficient way of pulling information together,
Yes.
right? And then instead of providing a still information that is no longer relevant, so we use AI, I think what we call RAG, to update, to get the most up to date information, and then deliver it to the user, send it to the user.
Yes. And since we're talking about AI, everyone scares about getting replaced by AI, right? That's
Yeah.
one of the main topic these days. And how do you think students should leverage AI to help them accelerate their learning? while having improvement in their progress.
In promptness, right? So
Yeah.
exactly. So you need to at least know how to prompt AI. We talked about creating creativity with AI, generating video and pictures, right?
Yeah.
If you prompt AI correctly, it will generate a correct output for you, right? But if you don't prompt it properly, it will generate garbage. So you should learn how to prompt AI. It will help you. You know, you also mentioned Stack Overflow.
Yes.
These days, it wasn't easy actually searching for a solution on Stack Overflow.
Yes.
As it is now, if you know how to prompt AI will not only it will not only give you the solution,
Yes.
we not only find the solution for you to, solve the problem for you, like write the line of code. Like back then, Stack Overflow, you will see, oh, this person, this is similar to what I'm looking for, right? But now AI will solve the problem. It will generate the code for you. You're looking for this solution. Here is it, right? So it's much more easier if you know how to prompt AI properly.
Yes, thank you for that. And before we open our live chat, for the final questions,
Right.
if you can give the audience one advice or a technical action item from today to apply in their career or code base or resume, what would it be?
Learn how to modularize your code. Is not only at class level, but function level. Learn how to modularize that and think like an engineer, master recursion and dynamic programming, and do not reinvent the wheel. Thank you.
Okay, so I think we should start our question. The first one is, are functions and classes kind of the same? By Stefan.
No, it depends on the programming language. In programming languages like Java and C++, function, which is called method in those languages, is part of a class. But in Kotlin, you can have individual standalone. I think the phrase they use, standalone function and a method that is part of a class. But there are standalone functions that in Kotlin and in Python as well. So another thing, actually, so that's something that I left that. Please, I know like this is AI era. Everybody's talking about Python. Please learn another programming language.
Yes.
Except, though you know Python, learn Python as well, but learn another programming like Java. It is important. Please.
Yes. Another one is, what gaps do you see that the community and engineers should incorporate in approach to projects and milestones?
What gap to? What gap? Can you clarify a little bit? No.
Yeah.
In the approach, well, the only thing I see there is if you approach the project in a way that it should, right, in the right way. I mentioned modularization, incorporating the solid principle actually is going to help. It's going to help a lot. No, it depends on. I'm not saying that you should learn everything at the same time. So learn the solid principle. I only talked about single responsibilities. Single responsibility as the S in the solid. So dependency, inversion, and interface. But I think dependency inversion is really important. So there's if you know all those things, you can write a function or a class that you inject the dependency, and then the class will automatically, what you inject is an interface. But when you call that interface in the class implementation, it calls different method or different implementation of that interface, and you inject that, and the class will automatically know which implementation of that interface to call, right? So, for instance, you can call web service in one and then database in one, but the same interface, the same interface, right? So when you change any of that, let's say you change your database used to be, for instance, I'm using an instance here, like SQL Server, and you're using an Oracle database or MySQL database, right? So you don't have to modify their dependencies, the class that is using them, because they only know the interface, and the implementation is hidden. So those are the things that I think engineers should, there's a gap that I see that engineers should incorporate in their project. And in terms of milestone, be realistic, right? Be realistic. What I should achieve this at this period. Usually there's some hidden things in software development. So make room for that, like give yourself more time. Let's say if you assume that this project will, I will execute this project in 3 months, to tell your client that it will be 5 or 6 months, not 3 months. That's what I think.
So here's another question. So what advice will you give someone in his 40s trying to pick up software engineering as a career? This is a very good question.
It's a good question. Just, it's like any other career. If you enjoy it, even if you don't enjoy it, even if you're in it for whatever you are, just do your best, and just like any other career, and follow these some of the things that I say here, and learn to incorporate solid recursion and modularize not just the class but your function and methods, and master recursion and dynamic programming. Is going to make your life a lot easier, believe me.
Okay, another question though. What makes a great software engineer, and what skills in 2026, 2027 should a software engineer have, and what advice would you give to an aspiring software engineer?
A great software engineer. So learn how to prompt AI. If you're good at AI, learn how to develop some agent. Some agent that will test your code automatically, right? So that would be a great skill to have in 2026, 2027. But if you are starting your career, just learn all these principles. Start with modularization is important. Incorporate solid principle in your development and design, system design, software design, and that will help you. It will help you a lot.
Yes, don't ignore AI, right? You gotta leverage. So another one, with AI too changing how people work so rapidly, what advice do you have for the next generation of professionals to make sure their skills stay relevant? This is the question I asked you a while ago. It's about AI replacing us. So yes.
Well, that is what everyone is talking about, but I don't believe that AI will replace people. To really be honest with you, I know like top executives in the industry say that, but I don't believe that. So AI is still a machine. It doesn't think for itself. So right. So it will change. Things will change. So just keep abreast of the change if you can. It's exhausting, right? But do as much as you can to like learn some of the new things, and you will still you still be relevant and significant, in the next for a long time. Let me put it that way.
Yes. Okay, for the next questions. Oh,
Anti-gravity. What was the anti-gravity question? What is it about?
so this one is, how much data structure do you use to get to work with as a software engineer?
So actually, not much. I know, like, they ask you a lot of data structure question, but that is to test how you think, right? But data structure, not much. So if you can design a database, save it, and query it, I think you're good. So, but no, what you should know is when to use. There's actually there when to use which, when to use map, when to use set, when to use array, and when to use lists. So these are, it depend on the language. Like in Python, you have lists and the dictionary, and what do you have, set. So you have set as well. So learn when to use, know when to use these, but you really don't use much of that.
Yeah. So how do you keep up with the changes and updates with the programming languages?
Do as much as you can, right? So with the help of AI, you can see what is the latest way to, right now. So AI is making us lazy. You can now ask AI, what is the latest way to do so and so, right? So AI can do that for you, let you know, not really do that for you. You can do that for you if you prompt it. I want you to do that for you. You can do that for you as well. So, but that's one. Then you can subscribe to the YouTube channel of the, for instance, there's Android, they have YouTube channel, and some people, there's some YouTube channel that's dedicated to this update. The channel is about telling you what is new in Java or in Python or in Kotlin. So you can subscribe to those YouTube channel, and you can read articles online, or follow these these pages on LinkedIn. They have like Java, Android page, so that you will know what is going on when there is a change, and what change that is.
So yeah, thank you. So the next questions. What is the programming concept or framework that took you an uncomfortably long time to understand, and what finally made it click?
Programming concept framework that took me. It would be. I wanted to say back in the days, but not like too long ago. Like it's like 4 years now, 4 or 5 years ago, right? iOS UI framework. It was it was really something else. But like they have Swift UI now, so it was really something else then. And then iOS has, I don't know, probably 20 different phone size variants, right? So yeah, like making your UI work for all of them is really something else. It used to be something else, right? So, but that is one framework, one that I thought that I could easily learn it, but no, it didn't work that way. But thank God now we have, thankfully now we have Swift UI. Thank God we have Swift UI.
So, how do you slow down your brain with the amount of ideas you can have in a single project?
How do you slow down your brain with the amount of idea you have in a single project? I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say here. If you have a lot of idea for a single project, how do you slow down your brain with amount? If you have a lot of idea, you can write them down. I assume you're saying that you have a lot of idea for a single project. If you're getting that inspiration, you can write it down. I can follow this approach. I can use this approach. I can use this approach. I can use this approach. I believe that's what you're saying. I'm not too sure. I'm just saying that's what they were asking. Then you compare these approaches later, and you can even try to implement follow that approach to see which one is best for you or easier for you, right? So that's my understanding of the question. If I didn't answer the question, you can rephrase it, right?
So, what are your thoughts and opinions on vibe coding?
Don't do it unless you're doing it for fun, right? If you're doing it for fun, fine, but don't do it. don't do it. You're not learning. So invest that time in learning something, learning the basics of that programming language or that concept, whatever. Invest that time in learning instead of, unless you're having fun, then fine.
So guys, don't do vibe coding. So another one is to do your own distillation or REG for your model.
Right? Yeah, I do talk about right. Yeah, I do my own. Yeah.
What are the tools one should prioritize when learning?
It depends on what you're learning, right? It depends on what you're learning. I'm trying to, let's say you're learning how to build, you're learning machine learning and AI, Python, learn Python and the PyTorch and the other frameworks, right? So it depends on what you're learning.
Yes. Okay. We often talk about skills we need to add as we grow, but what is one habit, mental model, or practice you had to actively unlearn because it was actually holding back? Okay, this was a
This is a good question. I was gonna talk about it, but it was gonna be technical talk. So, but it is important. So it is difficult, but learn how to control yourself. Like they are going to push you. They're going to push you to the wall, right? It's not easy, but learn how to control yourself and learn when to speak and watch the room, right? Even when you're speaking, watch the room. Don't just speak and just focus on one. Like look around, see how others are reacting to whatever you're saying. So read the room, not just when you enter, even when you're in the room. So keep reading the room. So it's going to help, but learn how to control yourself. And I don't know about office politics, but do as much as you can to be friendly with everyone.
Yeah, learn how to control yourself, read the room, and know how to speak. So I think for today, there's another one. Do you have any GitHub repos that we can check out and collaborate on? Yes.
Absolutely. I'm going to post it here. I'll give it.
You can drop it in the comment.
Actually. Oh, there's a chat, right? Where can I drop it?
Yeah, you can drop it in the chat.
Just looking at the chat. Our chat is over here. Oh, there it is.
Yes. So we would love to be respectful of your time. You can go check out Stanley's LinkedIn over there. Drop it in a comment. Check it out. Yes. So, there's another question. Can you share a project where non-technical skill or a software engineering skill you initially underestimated ended up being the deciding factor in the project success?
Can you share your project where non-technical
or technical skill
ended up being the deciding factor for the project success? It is usually right. Mutual respect is important when you're collaborating with people. So it can it can make this the project successful or not. And when you do not be in a rush to say yes. Okay, I think about it, look at what the project is about and how you can contribute, and try to gauge. And actually, it's a little bit. It's a little bit. Not people don't advise it, but try to gauge, regardless of who the person is, even if it's just try to gauge the person's ability, the skills, right? As well as you talk with them, as is important as well. But mutual respect is fundamental for any project to be successful.
Yes. How different is OOP from dynamic programming?
Well, dynamic programming is you can use dynamic programming in OOP, object-oriented programming. So object-oriented programming is you have an object, everything is an object. A tree is an object with branches, leaves, root, stem, right? Those are like a tree object. So dynamic programming is solving complex problem, and you're saving your solution. I have solved this problem. I save it in usually array, because array is easy to read from, the index of the array. So they usually save it in an array. So if you save the solution, and if you encounter that problem again, you don't have to solve it again, right? You have a solution saved somewhere, you pull it out and use it. So that there are two different concepts, but you have a class, and if this class, let's say you have a tree class that wants to do some photosynthesis process, which is complex, so you use dynamic programming to process that photosynthesis.
So, at what phase a system development lifecycle should security be implemented? In the initial or the final stage?
Okay, let me what. It's something that you have to keep in mind when you design, right? When I talked about modularization, right, that isolates functionalities so that if there is any security breach in any of them, you can easily find that, you can pinpoint that. So when you start with modularization, you have security in mind. It's not at any stage, at the initial stage, right? You have to have security in mind, and scaling as a good engineer. All right. So, but yeah, it starts with modularization. So that shows that you have security in mind. That I can. And then abstraction, which is really important. The risky or the most vulnerable part of your system, you can hide it from the public and expose functionality that calls them up. Just use abstraction, right? Abstraction hides the implementation, and exposes the things that call them. Right, so that will, so it talks about everything is in that solid principle. So if you incorporate solid principle in your development and design, you have security in mind, but it should be at the initial stage.
So is it possible for one to do both software engineering and cybersecurity?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I think that's the last question. So thank you for today, Stanley. Thank you for your time. You give out.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, security should be entire processes. Thank you for the advice. So
thank you.
Thank you. So thank you for everyone. Have a good day, and we'll have another stream at 4, another workshop Wednesday. So please check that out too. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
my year.
This is my year.
I'm gonna be great.
I'm gonna be great.
You cannot stop me.
Cannot stop me.
No one can stop me. This is my year.
This is my year.
I'm gonna be great.
I'm gonna be great.
You cannot stop me.
Cannot stop me.
No one can stop me. Are you ready? I'm ready. 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 Visualize it. Visualize it. Manifest it. Manifest it. I mind my business and I no complain. Every day I dey work and pray. As I dey chop, I dey wash my plate. I dey wash my plate. Don't be surprised when you see me elevating. Don't be surprised when you see me celebrating. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised when you see me celebrating. This is my year.
This is my year.
I'm gonna be great.
I'm gonna be great.
You cannot stop me.
Cannot stop me.
No one can stop me.
No one can stop me.
This is my year.
This is my year.
I'm gonna be great.
I'm gonna be great.
You cannot stop me.
Cannot stop me.
No one can stop me. Are you ready? I'm ready. 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 This year they go call you for phone and tell you many, many congratulations. If you believe it, repeat it. Amen, 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 amen. Don't be surprised when you see me elevating. Don't be surprised when you see me